Hello YouTube, this is Blackmores and More coming at you with the first video. As most videos go, they're probably not going to be that good, but let's just kick this channel off right. The reason I named my account Blackmores and More, is because these are the first two fish that I ever had. This is Beavis over here. He's my fattest one. And Butthead's over here with the Blackmores. Well, he's Blackmore with the Dalmatian mollies, which I just got today. Eating the brine shrimp that's over there in the corner. I guess this tank is actually a 20-gallon tank, which is surprising because of the fact that I rented off an Eheim Professional 3. I'm not exactly sure which, I don't know, there's like 2017 or something like that. All these different numbers that run off of it, but it's really just, it's not electric. I mean, well, it's electric, but it doesn't have like the little computer on it. It has to make the water temperature or whatever go up and down, things like that. But it does work very, very well. And it's meant for a 75-gallon tank, which is why I've actually had to take my spray bar and put it the opposite direction, facing the wall. Because the flow rate was just so powerful, my fish would just get blown around like nobody's business. Also, in this tank, I had the UV sterilizer because I didn't make the smart choice to keep this tank away from the windows. So I had just a terrible algae problem for the longest time. Like, just a terrible algae problem. Every day, like, I'd be scrubbing down the walls of this baby right here, and by the time I would get home from school, they'd just all be all the way back. Just coated all over the back wall. But, UV sterilizer fixed that up pretty well. And that's about all for my first video. This 20-gallon is one of three tanks. One of my tanks is a mixed tank, which is this baby over here, which I just kind of jury-rigged together. I use it to mix water. It's not a saltwater tank, but I just think it's easier on the tank and the fish to have dechlorinated water going in. It's already been set up, I guess. It's also already been treated by the bacteria or whatever, so it's not just like starting fresh with brand new water. It's, you know, just no nitrates in it. It was actually the first filter that I got originally for this, so for my 20-gallon. Supposedly it's for a 30-gallon tank, but the problem is when I first started out, I had 4 goldfish and these 2 Blackmores. But I moved the 4 goldfish into my 100-gallon tank, and these are the only 2 original fish that I have, are Beavis and Butthead, my 2 Blackmores, in my 20-gallon tank. Because it was just so bad that it just made the whole room smell really bad. But yeah, and that tube back there, at one point I had a black ghost knifefish. He lived for about, I want to say 3 weeks, and then for some reason he died. I didn't just find him floating or anything. What happened was, he was stuck inside the mouth of one of these, and I lifted it up and he swam out, but there was a big old scrape going down the side. What I think happened was he got a fungal infection and died from it because I didn't have a lot of experience at that point in treating fungal infections. And speaking of fungal infections, I don't know if you can see right now. Try to make this focus better. My water is just a bluish greenish color. You can barely see my blood parrots in the water because I'm treating the water with this fungus cure, API. I've never used it before, but we're just going to see how it goes. It's very, very difficult to see, but if you look at the blood parrot's eyes, which are the big fat guys, you'll notice that they're very dark around the edges, and that is actually a fungal infection that they've gotten from fighting each other a lot. And like as you can see over here in the corner, they've nested, where they've dug up the gravel and then they sit around there all day. Right over here too. Even there's a blood parrot nest. And basically what happens is they can't really do any real damage to each other because they don't have like actual mouths that can move. But what they can do is just run into each other at a time, and that's where their eyes get hurt. They don't get bitten up. But their eyes have taken onto a fungal infection, and I'm treating the water for it right now. I feel like the fighting is going to clear up after they get used to the tank, because when I had them all in my 20-gallon tank, they were a lot smaller. Let me turn on my light here. They were a lot smaller in that 20-gallon tank. I didn't know much. But now they're a lot larger. And I run this tank off a filter that I made myself. I'll later go into how I made it and how I clean it and all that good stuff. But basically, it runs off this pump, which is, what's the name of it? I'll show you the box later. But it basically just runs up this 1-inch tube that leads into this giant freaking canister, oh not canister, sorry, this is a wet dry filter that I made myself. I'm really quite proud of it. I don't have any biomedia though. All I have is filter floss and filter matting, which I got from PetSmart, but this is like stuff I had laying around. My mom has a sewing machine. And the second drawer is empty, and so is the third drawer. Eventually what I want to have is bioballs in my second drawer, and in my third drawer I want to have denitrification chips or whatever, and also a small protein skimmer. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll find out a way. I don't have any real plants in there. These are actually fake plants that I originally had in my 20-gallon. But I do have substrate that was going to allow me to plant some stuff. I want to get some Amazon swords because of the flow rate in my filter. I'll show you real quick. The flow rate in my filter has this great movement of great water movement. It comes out really fast and it pushes a lot of water towards the pump again. I'll have my Amazon swords right up there at the front so they can get a lot of that water movement, and then towards the back, somewhere around here, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to have some, I guess, some very fragile plants that look really cool. But, and that's about all. I'm going to show you the filter running. Really quite proud of it. Spent a lot of time building it and all that good stuff. But yeah, my goldfish are very big. They're about, what? Come on. Oh, there it goes. It'll pick up in just a second. I just turn it back on. Like I said before, the water gets sucked up on my pump and it goes straight to that tube. These are the top. My mechanical filtration's at the top, doing a great job. I'd like to clean it, but I know I need the bacteria cultures that are growing on that right now because I don't have any biomedia. Maybe you guys should pick it up real nice. Gives you that nice running water sound that I really like. And the humidity of this tank is actually beneficial for my birds. I have 3 diamond doves. They're tropical birds and they like the heat and humidity. But they're not that important, I don't think. That's about all between my 2 tanks. As I said, this is just an introduction video, and I'll get more detailed on my filter. Both my filters actually, and my fish. I'm hoping to get a blacklist knifefish in the future, and I'll let you know when I do. Alright, please like and subscribe, and I'll promise I'll make better videos than this, but right now this is the best I can do. So thanks for watching.